Hello. Just hanging out on Wednesday evening. Getting ready. Tomorrow I am going to be helping at a local rummage sale. Setting up some jewelry. I think this year I'm just going to set it up and then let other people deal with the sale. The girls have a Halloween party at their dentist office, so I'm not going to stay. There's no point. So we're just going to do that. Hello! And see how that is. The dentist office that we go to normally does a really cool Halloween party thing every year for the kids, so they get to dress up and they get to go over there, and every year they have like a food truck type thing, and I think this year they have people from the Learning Tree there for the kids, so there'll be some activities and stuff. They move some of the chairs and stuff out of the office temporarily so that the kids can go in and do this stuff. And then they give everybody like a little coupon so that you can get your little bit of food. And the kids get a bit of candy. They must pay a fortune to do this because there's a lot of people that go. But I think it's an amazing way to, kind of include the community and be a part of the community. I know that they also do a breakfast for, I guess, kids at a local high school here in town too. They help provide healthy breakfasts for either the kids that, just don't have the time in the morning, or, whatever your situation may be. Maybe you had to run out the door, or, you didn't have enough groceries, whatever. Yes, if your mom wants to donate any jewelry, she would have to do it tomorrow or Friday before 2 o'clock, because they start the sale at 3. I can give you the information in a private message, but they're gonna have so much stuff there. The pricing is amazing. The people who run the programs at this church they're amazing. For any of those who don't know me, like me or my family, we're not a religious family. So a lot of people say, well, why are you going to a church? Why are you involved with the church? This church does a lot for community outreach. It has a lot of programs that help a lot of families in the area. And I'm very for that. I think that's what a community is for. So, I don't have anything to do during the day anyway while the kids are at school, so I always volunteer and I go and help out the best that I can. And it's fun. Something to do. For the last, I think, 3 times that I've done it, I've been on jewelry, and I love it. It's just fun. I get to set up the table whichever way I want to, and it's one of those things. Other than that, new news, I am still playing with my new toy, the Cricut machine. I have made a few things. Today I actually made a little, like a little gift box. So you could put like a card or a few candies or something in there. It was easy to make. It's like little triangle shapes. It's 2 pieces of card, and then I just tied it with the ribbon. I might make some at Christmas time and then sell them, I'm not sure. But wanted to try something else out on the machine. I have made a bloody handprint window cling, which I did show in a previous video of mine, so check that out. I made a little window cling of Jack and Sally from, that Halloween movie that's so popular. I can't think of the name of it right now. And I've made a few other like cutout things. You can also use like a marker or a pen in the machine and it will write the words out for you, or I'm guessing it would make like the pictures as well if you wanted it to. Again, I'm still pretty new to the system, so it's like trial and error, trying to figure it out. It's a lot to do. I'm just seeing, Lisa, you're asking if I get paid for doing this. No, it is strictly volunteer. It's one of my neighbors actually, I guess it's the church that she goes to with her kids. And they do it in the spring and the fall, so April and October. She asked if you, like, I guess last year or something, is anyone able to come and help set up? And I was just like, hey, I'm going to come and help. And every time since then, I've gone to help. So she sets it up, and she's pretty much in charge of everything. And she trusts me to set up the jewelry area to whichever way seems the best, and to do the pricing, and pretty much trust me to do whatever I feel is the best, and tells me, if people are coming in. Some people who come in, they think, oh, just because they're helping, they're going to get the five-finger discount. So, sorry, my husband's trying to make me laugh. Grosso. But now I've lost my train of thought because of this silly man. I would show you him, but he's not wearing a shirt right now. But I guess some people who go in and help just think that they're going to get a major discount just from helping to set up. I have seen people come in and help and pack like a huge suitcase and then ask to pay like $30 when they easily have so much stuff crammed into these things. I'm just like, I understand you did help volunteer, but you did also take a whole lot of stuff home. Like, this one woman filled the back of her car the one time. She's like, I'm willing to give you this much. And I was sitting there like, say what? I'm not going to say anything about it, but I am told if someone comes in and they like to take things, be wary of who I need to watch to make sure that nothing gets stolen. Before the sale starts, I am to tell everyone to leave because you're not allowed to shop before the sale starts, just to be fair to everybody else. How long do I stay there for? Pretty much it's up to me. I can make my own hours. Probably going to go there tomorrow morning after I drop the kids off at school, so I'll be there like 8:40ish. I'll definitely be going to pick the girls up from school. I might go back after dropping Jeff and the girls off at home. I'm not sure. Depends on how I feel. And then on Friday, unless things change and someone picks up the kids, I'm going to be staying until like 2:40ish. Just because of that party going on at the dentist's office. And the fact that I don't really need to stay. When the sale starts, it gets really crazy in there. A lot of people kind of hoard towards the jewelry area, and there's like a whole whack load of people in front of the table all pushing each other, and it's just like, really? You're in a church. Let's be respectful. There's other people around. No pushing, no shoving. I understand you want to bargain, but it's the very first day of this sale. You are supporting an amazing cause. Prices are as marked. If you do not like it, come back tomorrow, and if it's still here, we can talk. That's pretty much what I tell people. Lisa, if you want to help me tomorrow, just send me a message. If your dad could come, bring you there. You don't even have to stand. If you want to sit there, that's fine. pretty much do your own thing. Um, it's kind of nice to be out and involved in something and not feel that you have to, like, oh, I have to be there at this time and I have to do so much. It's just, for me, it's just like a freedom. Come when you want, leave when you want. If you want some tea, go make yourself some tea in the kitchen. Free to water. Um, if you're there at dinner time when in the evening that the sale is, I think they normally cook up a pizza or they have chili or something. And at lunchtime they normally have something as well. So I mean, they will give you something to eat if need be. So I can send you the address of where it is if you want to. But it's honestly, this church gives out so much to our community. Like, they have obviously, weather permitting, in the months that you can do so, they have like gardens at the back where they're growing vegetables. They have a clothing room for people who need, a little bit of extra help with clothing. I'm not really sure how that room works. I've heard that I think you can go in there every week. I think that they have like drinks and maybe some cookies, probably some tea and coffee. Some people go just to, socialize, because some people don't get out, which is amazing. My husband's so gross sometimes. I don't understand him. I can't tell you what it's doing, but what the freaking wow. Yeah. This church also has a community dinner every Tuesday. Anyone that wants to go can go. It is free. You can put in a donation if you wish to, but it is not an obligation to do so. On Thursdays, they have a lunch for seniors. Although anyone who wants to go to have a lunch and talk to someone, do so. They have a bunch of different programs. They have like a parents program that runs every week, that has child minding. They have a Christmas program that helps out families in need every year. I'm not really sure how that works anymore. I know they used to have boards up in the lobbies. In the lobby, I should say, that said, child this age wants this, fits this size, the typical thing where you used to go to the mall and you'd see, senior wants this thing in this size. If you could buy it, buy it. Trying to think what else they do. I know they do a bunch of other stuff too. They do have a like a food bank out in the parking lot as well, so people can go there for food help. And I'm not sure about the religious services. I'm not affiliated with any of that, so I couldn't say anything about that stuff. But honestly, this church is amazing. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. I remember going to church growing up, and as we got a little bit older, the church just kept asking for what? Oh my God. The church that we went to just kept asking for money. Like, every week we would go, and that's not what we were going for. We were going for, I guess my parents were going for the services. I was really too young to understand anything. I just remember them asking for more and more and more. And I know we stopped going. I'm not really sure why. Again, I was pretty young. But this church has kind of like a different They run it differently, which is cool. When did this happen? And how much damage was done? Could he drive his car after? It's not good. You can see our raincoats. Who wants a raincoat? Oh, that's not good. How bad is his car? Can he drive it, or is he out of luck? Trying to think of another topic of conversation. Today, I got called to the school. In the parking lot? Oh my God. Some people are so dumb. They're in such a darn rush to get to where they need to be that they just don't care. What a twit. A twit. But yeah, I got called to the school because I guess one of the kids in Abigail's class just ended up stomping on her hand, and Abigail's immediate reaction to someone getting in her face, etc., is lashing out, and I guess she bit this kid in the face. Not happy with the way the school dealt with it. They called me and said, you need to come get her and bring her home. Pretty much no other explanation was given. To be honest, that's not the right way to deal with a child in her situation. Timeouts really don't work. Sending her home from school at such a young age is stupid and ridiculous. I mean, she doesn't grasp the concept of what really happened, to the extent that an adult would. I think they just didn't have anyone there to deal with the situation, so they said, okay, let's call Mom. Mom can deal with it. I mean, I wasn't there, so I've written a note, and I've said, obviously there's going to be two... Oh, here we go. Here I am. And I kind of let it wild. Mama Bear came out, and I said, I would like to see, a picture of what happened to the other kid. Which other kid was it that happened to? And I was told, no, you don't have any right to any of that information. And I just kind of sat there like, well, yeah, I would be. If there was any damage and, something had to be done on my behalf, then yeah, that would be my business. To be honest, I mean, in a situation when there's young children involved in stuff like this, I mean, their immediate reaction is, oh, someone hurt me, I'm going to hurt them back. They don't think about the consequences. They don't think about anything else. They react. So instead of sitting her down with something that will calm her down, they decided to send her to the principal's office and have her sit in the special education teacher's office by herself. And she was punished. And the girl who started it all, who decided to stomp on her hand, was allowed to stay in the class. I do understand that stomping on the hand is not quite as crazy as biting someone, but that was the instigation. They should have both been punished They should have both been taken out of the class and just been talked to. I mean, they're young. If they were 10 and older, then yeah, maybe at that maturity level, then maybe sending home from school would be a good idea. But I'm not pleased with the way things went down. And when I went in there and I said, I don't think this is the proper way that you should have dealt with it. The secretary went in a room and talked to someone when she said there was nobody even in that room to begin with. So that's another thing that I was confused about. And she said, well, she can stay here, but she'll have to stay in the office. I'm like, well, I'm already here. Why was I called down? And this could have been dealt with within the school like it should have been. So needless to say, Mama Bear came out today. Mama Bear had a good roar. And Mama Bear is happy that she was heard. Hopefully, in future, they deal with things differently because that was just stupid. And the way the secretary had me on the phone as well was stupid. You need to come and get her right now. What if I'm at a doctor's appointment? Hello? Like, I understand, yes, you need to get a hold of the parents. It's very important. But not everything can happen at the snap of your fingers. Things take time. Everything takes time. And this lady is nice, but she kind of expects a whole lot. When sometimes there's not that whole lot that you can give. If you get my drift. Sometimes there's, there's just those people that come off as nice, but then they have that little, oh my god, am I gonna piss this person off, or they're gonna snap, one of those people. They just kind of have that air of snarky bitchiness in them. So I'm glad that I let myself be heard. And I'm not going to be pleased if I get called and told to pick her up again. Like, I was extremely disappointed as well because I said, I want to talk to someone about what happened. Well, I'm sorry, the principal's not here and no one's here that you can talk to. Well, I'll wait. No, you can't do that. Oh, right. I mean, if there was an emergency, obviously they'd have someone to talk to, so find someone. I know that they have someone that would be a backup for the principal if needed be, so why wasn't that person called into the office? I don't know. Just a whole bunch of silliness. So silly. Thankfully, the happy Canadian over here is back to him somewhat normal self. He's not being strange anymore. So is your dad backing up or something? Or is she just like, oh, I'm just gonna drive through the parking lot at full speed and smash into people? I swear, sometimes I'm right up next to someone when I'm driving and it's like they don't even notice that I'm there. And I'm one of those people that will lay on the horn if I feel that there is a chance that they might veer in my way. It seems to be happening more and more recently. I drive up the road and someone's literally on the line or slightly on my side of the line driving up the road. I'm just like, hey, do you mind moving back into your own lane so you don't hit me? I kind of like my vehicle the way it is, and I kind of value my life and the life of the people in my vehicle. So kindly move back into your own lane. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Same with people just dodging around other cars and almost hitting you. It's you need to think before you do it. Let's be safe. This deer thing behind me is going to be Emily's outfit for school tomorrow. She really likes it. It came from her friend. Trying to figure out what this man's listening to. What are you listening to, dude? What are you listening to?
new single by the Arkells.
Oh, very special. Um, I'm going to talk about Halloween a little bit. I believe Abigail is going to be Elsa this year. She got an Elsa costume for her birthday. I am not going to allow her to wear the wig because, no. Would be very hard to stay on, and yeah, no. I think Emily is going to be Princess Aurora, who is Sleeping Beauty. Thankfully, so I did not have to go and buy any costumes this year, which is a bonus. My husband has a huge dog head, so he shall be wearing that. And potentially a morph suit. If you know what a morph suit is, it's extremely creepy. I don't think anyone should wear them because they're creepy. But he insisted on having one, so he maybe will wear that. He said that he might just put it on, and the internet connection's horrible over here. Oh dear. Oh. I think this mama is dead for the day. This kitty mama's voice is slowly going down the toilet. Yes. So I think I'm going to call this one a night. I thank everybody for their likes. I think I had the most number of people in here at a time this vlog. So thumbs up for that. Lisa, I shall message you. And to everybody else, I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.